Hey guys, my name is Brittany of Britzy Thrift. I'm a reseller on Poshmark as well as eBay, and welcome back to another What Sold video. I know this is late. We are basically halfway through August, and I'm just now getting to my What Sold for the month of July. I know I've been kind of MIA for the past few weeks. Usually I upload every Friday, and I haven't been. So I'll get into why I've been, kind of missing in action at the end of this video. But right now we're just going to go over what sold for me in the month of July. So we're going to start off with Poshmark. On July the 2nd, I sold this new tag Halara extra large indigo blue sleeveless dress for $25, and I received $20 and it got a 5-star rating, as well as a love note that says, "Got here fast and exactly as described." So thank you so much. Next, I sold this St. John Basics size medium gold metallic short sleeve knit top for $15, and I got $12. Then I sold this 9-line apparel, size small, green. It was a pretty olive green short sleeve t-shirt that said "Drink coffee, pet dogs," which is basically my life. I drink coffee and I have a dog, so I could totally relate to this. It came out of the $2 bin, so this was a pretty good flip. I sold it for $20 and I received $16 in earnings. Next, I sold this cover, and it's spelled COV-VER, one size handmade wicker woven Western bohemian natural fiber Western hat. So I was trying to put in all those keywords. Sold for $30 and I received $24. Next, I sold this Jams World size small Spider Mums tropical floral square neck. Well, actually, now that I look at it, maybe it's not exactly square neck, but that's what I put. Maybe I meant scoop neck, but anyways, it's still sold. It's a baby doll mini dress, so it's a bit shorter. Sold for $42, and I received $33.60. Next, I sold this Bowden dress, which I've had for a while, but it was really cute. Even though it was a smaller size, it was a size 2 regular. It had green clovers all over. That was the print, and it was a little bit textured. I just thought it was really pretty, so had it for a while. Bowden isn't the best performer for my closet, but I wanted to sell it, so I did. Sold for $17 and I got $13.60. Next, I sold this American Eagle size 20 artist crop blue jeans for $25 and I got $20. She 5-star rated it and said, "Thank you so much, loved them." So I love that you love them. So thank you so much for your purchase. Next is this Romper Jack size large black button front zip fly romper. This is for men. I remember seeing this on Shark Tank when it was pitched. So I was kind of excited to find it in the thrift store and try it out. Had it for a while, so I don't think it's going to be something that I'm going to be on the lookout for, but it was fun to try out anyway. Sold for $24 and I got $19.20. Although, I just remembered during one of my last visits to the thrift store, I actually saw one that was new at tags, but I didn't want to pick it up because I had been sitting on this one, and I'm wondering now if the new with tags one would have sold better than this one, probably a little bit faster, but I left it behind. So next, I sold this Birdwell beach breeches size medium black wrap skirt with a pocket for $45 and I got $36. Then I sold this J. Jill size 4X mink pink v-neck sweater for $30 and I got $24. This is a Disturbia US size 12 tie-dye short sleeve dress. I did disclose that the lining of like the neckline may have had like a little bit of wear. You know how like when you wash it, a t-shirt, sometimes it can get a little like wavy or stretched or whatever. So it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't perfect either. So I disclosed that. Sold for $40 and I got $32 and it did receive a 5-star rating. It got like a lot of attention. So Disturbia is something that I would definitely pick up again. Next, I've had this for a really, really long time. This is an Izod Club size small 1999 US Open Pinehurst number 2 red blue plaid knit sweater, like a golf vest. It sold for $10 and I received $7.05. I think the reason I picked this up was because it came from 1999 and I was just thinking, oh, from the 90s, that's really cool. This is a part of history and time and da da da. Not everything is gonna work. So the next sale was a $2 bin pickup. I love these because if I get something for $2, usually if I can sell it for like at least $15, I'm good. So $34 is great. This is a Salty Dog Saloon size medium camouflage pullover hoodie. It sold for $34 and I received $27.20. Next, I sold this Daily Drills bundle. These were both a size small and they were leggings. I sold a pair in light blue as well as pink in this bundle. And what was the bundle offer? The offer was for $57. And out of that, I got $45.60. So both of these leggings were $2 a piece. So $4 into, 45 is great. Next, I sold this Disney Pooh Bear Tiger size large blue jean floral vest. I thought it was really cute because it looked like something that a teacher would wear, and it looked like something, maybe from back in the day, like in the 90s. So I picked it up just because I thought it was cute and I wanted to sell it. Sold for $22 and I got $17.60. Then I sold this men's pair of shorts by Polo Ralph Lauren. These were a size 32, 100% cotton. They were red plaid shorts, kind of like Christmas colors. Had them forever, $2 bin, sold them for $8 and got $5.05. So I got my money back plus profit, but would I do it again? No. Then, ooh, this one was good. Okay. Because I remember this day, like when I was digging through the $2 bin, because like I think my alarm had gone off and I was like, I'm not going to turn off my alarm. I got to get that Athleta hoodie, because I was, other people were digging through the $2 bin and I saw the tag and I was like, oh my God, it's a new tag Athleta. I got to get it. So I grabbed it. This was an Athleta size large coaster waffle hoodie, sold for $58, which is phenomenal. And I got $46.40. I love the $2 bin. Then I sold this pair of Urban Outfitters size 10 flat blue striped puffy pillow strap slide sandals for $20 and I got $16. This is a Walmart clearance pickup. I sold this Avia 3X or Triple D non-wire high support black bra. It looked extremely comfortable. I think I probably paid like maybe $2 possibly for it. And it sold for $12 and I got $9.05. Next, I sold this True Religion men's silver plate chain bracelet for $30. I got this from Ross, probably during the 49-cent thing every January. I believe they have like the 49, or either February. I think it's January though. They have 49 cents throughout the entire store where they're just trying to like clear out inventory before the end of their fiscal year. I don't think this was 49 cents, but it was obviously a good deal if I got it because I only pick up things that are a good deal. I'm like, I'm a thrifty buyer, so it couldn't have cost that much. I can check it in my notebook, but I don't have it in front of me right now. So anyway, it sold for $30 and I got $24. Next, I sold this pair of UFOs, size 39. This equates to a men's size 6 or a women's size 8. Black wedge slide unisex sandals, and they were sort of patent because they had a little bit of a glossy shine to them. Sold for $19 and I received $15.20. They're like recovery comfort shoes. I think if you like Crocs, you'll probably like UFOs as well. This next sale was really cool because it was also a $2 bin pickup, and I had tried this brand before, but I didn't have too much success with it. So I was like, I don't know if I should try this again, but because it was in the $2 bin and I liked the print and it was 100% silk, I was like, let me go ahead on and try it anyway. And it worked out great. So $2 I paid for this Roberto Cavalli Paris 100% silk blue leopard print scarf. It sold for $52 and I got $41.60. So excellent decision at the thrift that day. Next, I sold this IB Cool, and it's spelled IBKUL. This is a size large sleeveless zip V-neck pocketed dress. Sold for $25 and I received $20. This is like a tennis dress, so kind of like Halara, just sort of sporty. Then I sold this new tag Lululemon size 2 nonstop bomber lavender dusk full zip jacket for $98 and I got $78.40. Then I sold this pair of Lucky Step air cooled size 11 pearl sneakers. They did have pearl embellishment all throughout, so they were kind of almost shiny. I just thought they were really interesting, and because they were a larger size, I felt like they would be a good pickup. So they sold for $20 and I got $16. Next, I sold this Boden. Now this was an example of a good Boden sale. I knew that Boden I know Boden doesn't perform as well for my closet, but I loved the way this dress looked, so I decided to go on and get it anyway. This is a size 12 sleeveless. The name of the style was the Fenella Embroidered Dress in Tuscan Sun. It sold for $72 and I got $57.60. And I think it was missing the belt, but still, it sold phenomenally. Then I sold this men's Polo Ralph Lauren size 11D Baron Blue Denim Jean Espadrille flat slip-on shoes for $40 and I got $32. Next, I sold this Judy Blue size 7 or size 28 skinny fit dark wash blue jeans for $21 and I got $16.80. So as you can see, some people are still into skinny jeans because some people are always just going to know what they like to wear. Doesn't matter what the trend is. Some people are just more comfortable in whatever they're comfortable in. So skinny jeans can still sell. This is another Ross buy. This is a Billabong Wrangler size medium/10 down with denim high waist bikini bottom. It was stamped as irregular on the tag, so I did disclose that it, has an irregularity, but upon inspection, I didn't see what that irregularity was, but I still wanted whoever buys it to know. So it sold for $25 and I received $20. I think I paid $1.99 for that. Next, I sold another $2 bin pickup. This is a pair of Vineyard Vines size 28 on the go shorts. They sold for $17 and I got $13.60. Then I sold this Nuitag Nike size medium Apex bucket hat in this sort of grayish, blackish tie-dye print. It sold for $22 and I got $17.60. Next, I sold this Old Navy size 4X stretch tech sleeveless cinch waist cargo pocket romper. I love plus size Old Navy. Usually I aim to get Nuitag's plus size Old Navy because it makes really good bread and butter for my closet. Usually I can sell it between, like 15 to 20, 25, something like that. This one I went back and forth with because I was like, well, it's really cute and I love that it's a 4X and it's a pretty color, but it's not Nuitag. So I didn't know if I was going to have the same luck with it, but I did. It sold for $20 and I got $16. Then I sold this pair of Aerosoles Stitch and Turn size 7M T-Shop metallic knit bow toe slip-on shoes for $20 and I got $16. Then I sold this Mother size 27. The Hustler Ankle Fray Home Movies was the name of the color. I mean, they were blue, but they all have like their own little names for the colors. So this one was Home Movies. Pair of jeans. They sold for $75 and I got $60. Then I sold this Nuitag pair of G4 size 9.5. These were called the Disruptor Slide in sneaker shoe because they were sneakers, but like you just slip them on. They are for golf or, casual, but I think the brand is supposed to be like for golf. So these sold for $164 and I got $131.20. They received a 5-star rating and I got a love note that reads as described and super fast shipping. Thank you. So thank you so much. Then I sold this Christine Alexander size large embellished black denim jean vest. It was very pretty because it had like these rhinestones all over it. And the thing is, every time I look up Christine Alexander, it usually says it's Swarovski jewels. And I'm like, well, that's interesting, really pretty. But I didn't want to say it because I can't be sure that it's Swarovski jewels. But I was wondering if maybe they were in this vest. But anyway, it was just so pretty. I wanted to try to sell it anyway. Had to sit on it for a little while, but I was like, it's going to find the right buyer because it's just really pretty. So it sold for $25 and I got $20. It got a 5-star rating and the person said beautiful. And the tiny red marks came right out. Thank you so much. So thank you so much for giving this beautiful piece a new home and new life. So that's what sold for me on Poshmark. Now let's get into what sold on eBay. On July the 9th, I sold this Nuitag Nike large dry fit A&T University Aggies navy blue short sleeve jersey. Sorry, my dog is right here if you can hear her snoring. Anyway, this is a short sleeve jersey for A&T and it sold for $79 and I got $62.65. I got this from Ross for 49 cents. I distinctly remember that because I was like, oh, this would make a cool sale. I didn't know it was going to sell for this much. I priced it that high hoping, but I wasn't sure, but it was just an excellent pickup for 49 cents. Amazing. On the 16th, I sold this pair of Vionic size 7 midi perf cutout slip-on shoes. They were gray and they sold for $39. Out of that, I got $25.47, and I think that they were like new or pretty much new, just out of the box. On the 18th, I sold this C Golfs. It's CEGOLFS, size large, rainbow tie-dye sleeveless top. I think this was new with tags. It's, you know, sporty, and I thought it was kind of cool. So I was like, well, I like picking up golf items to sell, but I had never heard of this brand before, so you know, I kind of just wanted to try it out. It sold for $25 and I got $16.12. On the 27th, I sold this pair of Isotoner extra large, that's a women's 9.5 to a 10, black faux fur slip-on hard bottom bedroom slippers for $25, and I got $13.84. Was this from Ross? I can't remember if this was Ross or the thrift store, but I'm happy with it. It kind of made me feel good to sell bedroom slippers, because I don't know, I feel myself transitioning into that fall mode where it's like I'm thinking of colorful leaves and crisp air and pumpkin pie and all that stuff. But I'm trying to hold it off because I'm like, no, I want to enjoy where I am while I'm there. I don't want to rush it. I know the stores are putting out Halloween stuff, but I'm like, okay, it's too early for that. Let me just enjoy, you know, summer as I am right now. And then when fall gets here, I will enjoy it. But I'm not going to lie, I feel it tingling in the back of my brain where I'm like, okay, what decorations am I going to put up this year? Okay, so on the 28th, I sold this Panache Sport bra. This was a size 36F in gray, and it sold for $30. This was a $2 bin pickup, and out of that, I received $20.59. And that's it. So I had a pretty good month considering that I actually I don't feel like I worked as much on reselling in the month of July. The reason I have not been uploading videos is because I am on a very, very serious no buy. So for the entire month of July and so far August, I have not stepped foot in a thrift store, which is amazing for someone that used to shop multiple times a day, every other day. I never thought that I'd be able to do it. So I'm proud of myself, and I'm actually getting support from family as well. They're like, oh my God, I can't believe you have actually stopped shopping. You know, and there's a bunch of different reasons why I have. It's not permanent, it's just temporary. Some of the reasons, first of all, it started off as a challenge. Someone challenged me because they were like, oh, I bet you would just die if you couldn't go like 31 days without thrifting. And I was like, you know what, you're probably right. And then when July 1st hit, I was like, can I stop? So I stopped. And the good thing about that is, well, I've been saving a lot of gas because I'm not zipping around in my car going to different thrift stores. My bank account is actually growing. Like I'm growing a savings, because before, anytime I would make a really good sale, I would take that money and go right back out and try to find more good things to make more good sales. But now I'm not shopping, so you know, it's like that money is getting the chance to kind of become a nice little nest egg, and I like that. And there's no scary surprises when I check my bank account, where sometimes like I would go shopping at the thrift store, and you know, when you're in that moment, you're like, oh, all these things are good buys and I'm going to be able to flip it, so just throw it in the cart. And then like later on I would get to the house and I'd check my account and I'd be like, oh my God, I spent how much at the thrift? You know, like I need to chill out, and I wouldn't even realize it until I would check. So I've been enjoying not having any scary surprises pop up like that when I check my account. So the pressure is kind of off. Like I feel like there's not new stuff coming in, so I don't feel bogged down with new things. I'm really just kind of walking around looking for things that are maybe just around the house that I can resell, or like maybe going through a death pile. Sometimes I'll find bags of things and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, I stuffed this here, you know, thinking I was going to get to it and I never did. So that's what I'm working on right now. But yeah, I think it's going amazingly well. It's also giving me the chance to get my inventory down because, like I said, new stuff is not coming in. My storage unit has actually upped the price to my monthly rental price. They have upped it again. So it's significantly more than what I was paying when I first got into that storage unit. And I think that's what they do. They give you a lower price just to get you in there. And then once you're in there, they know you're not going to be able to just like up and go out. So they can up it all they want to, and there's really nothing you can do. So at this point, they have upped my rental price to something that I'm kind of just not comfortable with. So I was like, well, I got so much stuff, I can't just up and move, and it's just going to be too much of a hassle. So I'm going to stay in there, but I definitely want to get my number down. Like as far as stuff, I want to get my number down significantly, so that way if I do decide to move, most of my stuff will be sold out or whatever. So this no buy has been really, really good for me, just all around. Oh, and the other thing is, I actually fell back into two of my old hobbies, because when I wasn't shopping, I was like, oh, well, if my son is, like not at home and doesn't want my attention, then I was like, well, what do I do with my time? Because I'm not the primary breadwinner of our family. My boyfriend is. I'm a stay-at-home mom. But I was reselling, shopping and sourcing and all that on the side. However, now that shopping is not occurring right now, I was like, well, what can I do? So I got back into two of my old hobbies, and I've really been enjoying it. So I'm feeling pretty good right now. The reason I did not want to do videos, I totally got sidetracked from telling you guys exactly why I'm not recording the videos. So the reason I did not want to do haul videos is because I didn't want to trigger myself to go back to the thrift store. Like, this video will be fine. I don't mind doing a what sold video, but like I think just the feeling of holding up things and feeling, I don't know, it was just something that I felt like was going to make me want to go thrifting to see what else I could find. And I just don't want to do that. So for the time being, since I'm not buying, I will not be doing haul videos right now. I had some things that I could have hauled, but I've already packaged them up and photographed them and listed them, and I kept holding them to the side thinking I was going to do a haul. I just never did. I ended up taking them to the storage unit, so that's where they are now. And I was like, well, I'll just make a video and explain to everyone and be honest and transparent that this is what's going on with me. It's for my own good, honestly. So it's not going to be forever. Like I said, I'm, kind of just trying to see how far I can go. My goal is to go to October. So that way I can say that I went 3 months without shopping, July, August, September. And if I'm really big and bad, I'll make it to the end of 2025. Now that would really be something, because that would make a whole 6 months of not thrifting, like just going straight up cold turkey. I mean, like, that's really impressive to me, because like I said, I love it. So, and I do miss it, but I know that this is for the good. So, this is where I am right now, and I'm sorry, I know you guys, you probably, if you were watching, you enjoyed my thrift haul videos. When I start up again, I will make videos again about hauls, but right now I'm just, taking a break. I will still I'm still going to do what sold videos once a month, but the haul videos, right now I'm just taking a break. So that's what's been going on. Nothing tragic has happened. Everybody's good. I'm good. My family's good. Business is good. It's just that I'm not shopping. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching my videos, and please stay tuned for next month's what sold video, which at this point, since we're halfway through August, won't be that far away. So that's it. Just wanted to check in with you guys, and I hope you enjoyed watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.